I wanted to let you guys know how my appointment went for my impressions on Monday the 15th, and then my wax try-in the next day on the 16th. So I was very apprehensive about the whole wax try-in. I wasn't really worried about the impressions, other than just making sure that I use my thumb to put it up on the top of the palette, the palette, to make sure I get a good fit. So when the dentist put the impression stuff in, he wasn't pressing up on my palette, so I asked if I could. So I made sure that was done, and he was fine with that. I will say that if you're using affordable dentures and you have the immediate denture, when you go to get your impressions, just know that they are going to use your existing immediate denture for the impressions instead of using that tray that you initially used in the beginning. They did not tell me that. So when I went to my appointment at 9, I'm right across the street from my work, so I left my yogurt and food, all of that stuff at work, and they said, oh well, we're gonna need, the technician came in and said, we're gonna use your immediate dentures for the impressions, and we'll give them back to you before lunch. And I was like, what? No one told me that. No one told me that they were gonna need to keep my teeth. I am hungry. I don't have anything to eat here, and I'm not going out without my teeth. I can't eat, and I'm not going out in public. I just now am letting my family see me after almost a year. So no, I was pretty irritated about that. But the dentist came in and I told him, hey look, no one told me. I'm hungry. I can't be without my teeth for hours. I didn't plan on that. If someone would have told me, I could have brought stuff, and I would know that I would need to sit there. And he's like, no problem, we'll just use the trays, no worries, it's okay. And I'm like, cool, all right. So we moved on, got the impression done. Now after I did the impressions, I picked out my shape of the teeth and the color. I am getting the ultimate denture, which is made with materials from Ivoclar Vivadent, and I'm very familiar with all their teeth shades and shapes and all that. So I already had an idea of what I wanted. The only difference was I measured my teeth just from the white part, but the tooth is actually longer. You just can't see it in the gum part. So the only difference is they're just going to be a little bit longer than what I originally thought, taking into consideration the gum part. So that, the technician helped me with that. But it's the same line, if you will. It's just, instead of it being in the soft, it's in the bold category because it's a little bit longer. But other than that, it looks the same shape and everything, because I like the oval shape that mine are at the top. And when I smile, you don't really see the gum. So I'll insert the one that I chose here so you guys can see it. Okay, so now you see what I picked out. It is the PW3 line, and then for my color I chose the bleach shade BL2 because I like the white, the natural white of these teeth, but I just wanted a little bit whiter but not abnormally white, and I think the BL2 was perfect. Everyone has their own preferences. So yesterday I went back for my wax try-in, and I was very apprehensive. I was very nervous, and man, I was scared, you guys, because not only do I want them to look similar to what I have now, but I'm really worried about, are they gonna fit correctly? Did I do a good impression? You guys, you know what I mean? So they look great. I love them. I was so happy, and as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And I instantly felt relieved, So we did the wax try-in, and then after, I was like, okay, I like them, they're great. He then the dentist put some, it wasn't the regular impression stuff, it was like more of a wax substance. It was purple. It actually stained my lip here. It was purple, and he put that in the top of my denture and the bottom to get the bite and to get another impression of my mouth, because we didn't use my immediate denture for the tray for the impressions. We use the regular tray. So he just wanted to make sure that he got a good impression of my mouth to make sure that they are tight, because he said I want them to fit perfectly. And I was like, yeah, me too. So he did that. Now on the first go round, when he had that wax stuff on my upper and my lower, because he used my wax try-in to put this other stuff in there. I don't know what it was, but it was like a waxy substance. He went ahead and used my wax try-in, you know, to put this stuff in there. And so the first time he didn't, I couldn't use my thumb, you know, up in the my palate. So after we got done, I said, hey, can we do the top one again? And this time I want to press up with my thumb on my palate. He said, absolutely, that's fine, just don't press too hard. But yeah, totally fine. So I again repeated the process of just doing the upper denture, holding my thumb at the top of the palate. You know, he was so cool. So even though I'm really happy, and I'll stick in a video here, I was trying to FaceTime Ted so that he could see, you know, do they look good? And because there was a whole bunch of metal or, you know, stuff, I couldn't FaceTime him because my signal went all the way down to 3G, which is nothing really. But Verizon, I have pretty good service, but there's sometimes where the building will affect it, or if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, then I get 3G. So I wasn't able to FaceTime him, so I started to make a quick little video just so he could see me, you know, smiling and talking, because pictures are one thing, but to show a video, it's a lot, you know, I think it's nicer because you can do more things than just in a picture. So I started to take a video to him, to Ted, and the dentist actually walked in, so I cut it short. But I'm kind of silly in it, but I love him, and I wanted you guys to see him too. I took some pictures, but the lighting in the office really isn't that good, so they don't look as white as they really are. I noticed on the video they look a little different, but just in the pictures I can see that they don't look as white as what I know they are. So I'm kind of hesitant about putting up a picture, you know, just for that reason. I think I'll wait to show you guys the still pictures, or I'll just wait till Friday when I get them to really show you. But I'll put it in the video because I think it's funny. But yeah, and then the other thing is, I was very impressed. You know, I've really liked this dentist from day one. The day I met him, he just is so personable, and he doesn't make you feel like you're a number. He doesn't feel like, you know, all right, come on, let's go. He doesn't do that. And I tell you what, I'm astonished of how he treated me yesterday. I am just in awe, you know, because he said to me, he said, you know, I have such admiration for people that need to wear dentures, because what you guys have to go through, you know, he said, I want to do my best to make sure that everyone that comes in my office gets a good smile that they're comfortable with and that they're happy with. He said, I'm very busy, but I take the time to spend with each patient, and he does. The other thing that really floored me was, he said, you know what, Lillian, if you don't like it on Friday, I'll make you another set. I'll make it, you know, I'm not gonna be happy until you're happy. So if it doesn't turn out good, I'll make another one. And I was like, wow, really? And I said to him, I said, you know, I haven't been coming in. I'm not a pain in the neck patient. I've been dealing with stuff, you know, at home, really. I said, because you know, I just take care of things on my own. And I said, but I appreciate you understanding what my concerns were, what my desires were as far as how I wanted them to look. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you taking the time to make sure that my impressions are good and allowing me to, you know, do what I thought, you know, what I wanted to do as far as, you know, using my thumb to put it on the roof of my palate, just, you know, things like that. I really appreciated him, you know. So, you know, if Friday comes, well, I'm picking him up on Friday, but if Friday, you know, when Friday comes and I go to get him, if there's anything that needs to be adjusted or whatever, I know he's gonna do that, you know. And next week I have the whole week off to adjust to them, so I know I'll have the time to, you know, come in and make adjustments and all that. You know, I won't feel like I've got to balance everything. And even if, you know, Friday they have to send it back to the lab, I have time. You know, I'm not going to rush through this. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to, this isn't something that you rush through, you know, but I know affordable dentures, you know, gets a bad rap sometimes, and I'm not going to say that every location is the same, because it's not. My experience is different than even someone that goes to that same office. But I just wanted to, you know, come on here and let you guys know that they're not all bad, and my experience has been great. I'll also admit that when I first got my my first set of immediate dentures, I couldn't close my mouth when I went to like drink out of a water bottle. I couldn't close my mouth, my lips, I mean, I just couldn't drink right. And so I went back in and I explained, hey, I can't drink, you know, it's hard to drink out of a coffee cup or a bottle of water, and you know, it's hard for me to close my lips. And as soon as I said that to him, he looked at him, he said, oh, absolutely, you know what, we're gonna make you a new set. No worries, you know. And I was like, okay, thanks. So, you know, they made my second set. Now, after he said, yeah, we'll make you a new set, we'll get some impressions today, we'll make you a new set, it'll be ready tomorrow. And I said, okay. Well, then he instructed the technician to shave some off the top, and she took off too much, and I was not happy. You guys can see, it's like my third or fourth video, I don't know, but what happened, you could actually see my incisions. So, you know, things haven't been perfect, but you know, she put some temporary reline in it, and I hid in my office at work for the rest of the afternoon, and I got over it. But the dentist himself has been great, and just knowing that he will work with me to make sure that my permanent dentures are perfect, that to me means the world. You know, I've paid a lot of money, $5,500 to be exact, and I want these to fit perfectly, you know. So I'm just overall happy with the process of you know, designing my immediate denture, my permanent dentures. I was very intimidated. I don't get intimidated over many things, but this I was, because I feel like I should know better. I feel like I should know, you know, what to expect and learn from other people's experiences. With that being said, I also have seen where things have gone horribly wrong. So I've got that in the back of my head too, you know, and that was a little daunting. But, you know, it all worked out. I went in with a positive attitude, and you have to be patient, you know, but I'm happy. I'm overall happy. But like I said, just knowing that he is by my side, the dentist, and that if for some reason something's not right on Friday, we'll redo it, and that to me is such a relief. So anyways, I will obviously come back on Friday when I get them. If everything is all good and they come home with me, I will of course make a video. I'll do that one at home, probably in my bathroom where the lighting is really good, so that I can get up close. I'm actually out on a break right now in the parking lot of my work, but I just wanted to let you guys know how my appointment was. So I appreciate all the love and support and everyone asking how it went. That means a lot to me. You guys are great. Without YouTube, I will say, I would not know near as much, if anything, than I do now. I felt like coming to this appointment to get my permanent, I was much more educated and aware and knowledgeable of the whole process of getting the permanent dentures, you know, learning the Ivoclar teeth, just my options, what to look for, what not, you know, what to do, what not to do, just all that. You know, I remembered Autumn said, make sure you use your thumb and press up on that palate. I remembered that, Autumn, so I made sure to do that twice, you know, during the first impressions on Monday, and then again yesterday during that wax thing. But so I was thinking of you. But just, it's things like that. You know, we're sharing our experiences because people behind us are going to be going through it too. And if we can help them get the best experience and get a perfect denture, hey, you know, that's what we're here for. So anyways, with that, I will go for now, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you on Friday with my new smile. Take care, guys. Okay, so I couldn't do FaceTime.
What do you think?
I love Dentures is awesome. Dr. Rumble rocks.